Welcome guys to a special edition of Kadic Reviews. Why? Because this one's going up almost immediately. Because it's a yearly tradition on this channel to talk about this movie. The undisputed king of the bad disaster flick is back once again to haunt our summers before the change of the calendar. What am I talking about? Sharknado. Yes, the little movie that could sprout 1,000 Twitter hashtags and memes is back once again for its fourth installment, ironically and punnily called The Fourth Awakens. This one picks up 5 years chronologically in the timeline. Our man Finn Shepard has grown a family. Unfortunately, it looked like April at the start died at the end of our last Sharknado adventure, but that is quickly proven wrong. But on a retreat to Vegas, when you know it, the NATOs are back. This time, though, they've evolved and mutated into several different kinds of Sharknados. From Boulder NATOs to Thunder and Lightning NATOs to Fire NATOs to even, yes, Nuclear Sharknados. How's that for weirdness? Yes, the absurdity, the craziness, the WTF factor is cranked up to, if there's a number beyond 11, it must be 11 billion. Because this movie series as a whole has never really given a crap about what it's doing or how absurd it is. And that's the greatness about it. Everybody's in on the joke. Everybody's in on the laughs. Everybody's having fun. And everybody's treating this like a real thing. Heck, if it wasn't for this movie, I believe Al Roker wouldn't have a life outside of being a weatherman. Nor the rest of the cast of the Today Show, which, sans Matt Lauer, of course, come back for this installment. Gilbert Godfrey also makes a cameo, as well as Howard Beadle. That's Michelle Beadle of Sports Nation's father doing a cameo role. Nice. As well as former WWE champion and Raw's #1 draft pick Seth Rollins working at the Astro X scientific facility. You see, over the past 5 years, these guys have developed scientific EMP wave bombs to stop Sharknadoes until a recent attack led by Tommy Davidson's character, a very charismatic and very confident scientist. But as things go awry, his approval rating goes down, and each attempt that he takes to try to take the NATOs down only gets worse. Unlike in the second and third, it primarily focuses only on one constantly evolving Sharknado. And the body count is probably far less than any other Sharknado movie. Only about 17 kills were made in the making of this flick. But it isn't to say that the kills are gruesome. David Hasselhoff returns as Finn's father, and practically the entire cast returns, with the absurdity, guest cameos, an unbelievably bad CGI, and unbelievable things happening. Yes, you would think this is the worst movie ever, and practically it is. But It is the ultimate guilty pleasure. It is the ultimate suspension of disbelief. And let's be honest, that's what sci-fi, not only as a channel, but as a genre, represents. Sharknado, in a bizarre way, as a franchise, is perfect for being absolutely not. It's a fun time with fun people. It's 2 hours of absurdity, and Force Awakens turns that absurdity up to 1,000,000,000. Yes, it's not better than its previous 2 outings, unfortunately. Having just one big, constantly changing NATO and a lower body count makes this Sharknado less threatening, unfortunately, unlike the previous ones where there were multiple Sharknados racking up the body counts as the guest stars die in bloody glory. Although, to see the entire city of Las Vegas leveled in an instant is an amusing thing as well as other pop culture references, mainly the fact that April is a cyborg with a lightsaber hand now, upon other things. And the fact that Finn is defibrillated with a shark defibrillator. Just let the whole thing just sink in there for a minute. It's that absurdity that makes Sharknado a great yearly review for me as a whole, and a great, fun, time to wrap summer up kind of movie. And oh yes, if you think it's not coming back next year, it is, and it looks like we're headed to France, everybody. I hope that the sharks have learned some manners and how to properly French kiss. Although I doubt it. And the fact that the sharks are going to maybe one of the most cowardly countries, allegedly, in the world could aid to some fellow laughs. But for now, Sharknado 4, unfortunately, doesn't get as high as its previous members, with only a 7 out of 10. But it's still a darn good, funny watch. And a great guilty pleasure. Run away from the Sharknadoes if you must, but you'd be running away from a good time. Until next time, find peace in your own nirvana, and I've got a chainsaw. What you gonna do about it?